Quote. 1-800-400-6213. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-6213. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-6213. 1-800-400-6213.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years. I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, pain of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. The White House vigorously disputing a New York Times report that President Trump asked now-fired FBI Director Jim Comey to shut down the investigation into his ousted National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The Times quoting a memo Comey reportedly wrote after a February meeting with the president. Adam Schiff, ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee.
I think we ought to ask the director to come in to testify. I think that'll be the first step. We ought to ask if there are notes that are taken around the time of the conversation would be, I think, very powerful evidence of what took place during those conversations.
Jason Chaffetz, who chairs the House Oversight Committee, says he has his subpoena pen ready. Trey Gowdy, his House GOP colleague, saying,
I think if he felt like this was an effort to influence him, he knows exactly what to do, but I won't know that until I have a chance to ask him.
Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer. Listen on iHeartRadio.
Attention homeowners. Do you or someone you know have a house you'd like to sell? Hello, I'm Dan Franklin. I've been buying and selling real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 20 years. And my process is simple. I'll pay you cash and I'll pay you more. Just listen to what other people are saying after they called me to buy their house.
My name is Brent Patterson. Dan Franklin gave us $30,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan if you want more money for your house.
I'm Bill Mays. I made an extra $18,000 working with Dan.
My name is Brenda Griffin. Dan Franklin gave us over $15,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like a higher cash offer? I'm Dan Franklin. I'll pay you cash and I'll pay you more. Call me today at 214-929-5555. That's 214-929-5555.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Here's Jerry, Utah Hall of Fame tennis player, talking about balance of nature.
When you get to be a senior, my age, almost 77, you lose a step here, you lose a little reflex, you lose a little timing. But the thing I've noticed since I've been on balance of nature, I'm just as perky as ever. I don't get tired, and it's a wonderful feeling. I can play 4 and 5 hours of tennis a day, and up to that time, I couldn't do that. It's wonderful to know that every day you can get the fruits and vegetables that you need to be taking. To me, it's just marvelous.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get the best offer they've ever given. 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660 AM.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. You know, if you're considering replacing the windows in your home, you probably know there are a bunch of companies to choose from, and we all got good things to say about ourselves. But you have to read between the lines. Do they have a showroom where you can see full-size displays? Do they manufacture their own windows? Or do they buy them from a manufacturer and you get to pay the additional markup for the middleman? Are their windows designed for Texas climate, or do they have one-size-fits-all? And lastly, what's their warranty like? They all look good when they're new. I'm happy to tell you that Statewide Remodeling has a showroom. We manufacture our own windows that are designed for Texas climate and have the longest warranty in the industry that includes workmanship for as long as you own your home. It even covers glass breakage and screen damage, and our prices won't break the bank. We offer 100% financing and discounts for cash on completion. So if you're ready to get new windows from a company who's been in business for 23 years, call us now in celebration of our 23rd anniversary. We're offering 23% off the price of the whole project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095.
This is Martin Morin. I'm a veterinarian. I could not be more pleased by my experience with the 3-step plan. My home-based business success rate has doubled overall, but lately with more experience with Andy's system, my success has doubled again. Thank you, Andy Willoughby.
In just a few days, you could be earning extra money with the 3-step plan home business system. Hi, how in the world are you anyway? I'm Andy Willoughby. With the 3-step plan, you choose your own hours and work from the comfort of your own home. Check out 3stepplan.com. That's 3stepplan.com.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with 2 brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY, Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries. Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Matthew West, Holland, Josh Wilson. Sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
If you've got questions, we've got answers. 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Let's see. Yeah, I really honestly believe that the anti-American thug progressive left is trying to pull off a leftist coup against President Trump. I think they want a political civil war. I think they're trying to set aside a legal election for the sake of their proven damaged, corrupted, big government above everything politics, which will never work in these United States. This is the scorched earth idea that I was talking about. Remember all those months ago, maybe over a year, I was saying, the Democrat Party, if they stick with this, they're just going to have to go full-blown scorched earth and try to create as much damage to this nation as possible in an effort to turn it into something that they think is valuable, which is a political jungle of frightened, diminished people that they can lord over and push around. No wonder we have bullies in our schools. Where else are they going to get their Democrat operatives? Jim in Dallas, welcome to the Wells Report.
Thank you, John. Listen, I wanted to back up to the last barrel of mud that the Democrats tried to dump on Trump. And let's suppose that the worst case scenario, Trump might have said something that potentially might be used against us by the Russians. I'm hoping, because we have a common enemy, ISIS, that was in our best interest. Let me contrast that to what the Washington Post did. They published this thing, and now the whole world knows several different things. Number one, that it was concerning apparently a laptop bomb, and that Israel was the source of that. So, ISIS now knows that. Since the Washington Post published that, which, quite possibly would never have been known if the Washington Post hadn't, they have aided and abetted an enemy, a known enemy of us. And I believe that it's the definition of treason. I think we need to sit there and get the Justice Department after them and take them out and just put them on trial for treason.
Well, this is certainly sedition. It's certainly sedition. They're not stopping. They're trying to whip up a revolution. This is the swamp fighting back. This is the political state realizing that they've been called out by the American people, and this is them fighting back. You got to admire their moxie. Can you imagine 600 people picking a fight with 330 million? Isn't that amazing? Is this a leftist coup against the president? Is this a leftist coup in America? Yes or no, and why? 866-660-5759. Is that what this is? Sure looks like it to me. The Democrat Party, the DNC, calling for a summer of resistance. They're going to go from city to city to city to whip up as much hatred for America as they possibly can, and then try to turn that into Democrat votes, which means that they're trying to find every American hater in the world and organize them into the American hating party, the Democrat Party. What is that called anywhere else? It's called a leftist coup, is what it's called everywhere else. They say a word to the wise is sufficient. Are the Democrats looking very wise right now? 866-660-5759. And remember that if you voted for Donald Trump, you voted for all the things they are trying to reverse right now. They know that sometime this summer, there's going to be a Supreme Court justice that leaves. They know the Supreme Court changes irrevocably after that. That's what all this is about. This is about the American left fighting for their political life. This is what it looks like. This is why I call these people the anti-American thug progressive left. That's why I call them that. Not a single person has called to argue against that. Not one. Cecilia, welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
I just wondered about your opinion on the fact that Cornyn pulled out of the FBI director position. I mean, they were thinking about, Trump was considering him. I heard through the grapevine. Do you think he's just part of the swamp? I mean,
do I think that John Cornyn is part of the swamp?
Yes.
I'm going to hold that particular answer in abeyance until I see what the Republican Party does and whether they're willing to rise to the challenge of this leftist coup that seems to be underway in the United States of America.
I thought they were all running underneath the bed. I mean, I thought they were all hiding out and not really speaking out in support of Trump. I'm really concerned about even Jeff Sessions, my congressman. I mean, I just don't think they're fighting for us and for Trump.
You have to understand that they're fighting for their political lives too. Remember that Donald Trump changes everything.
I know, and that's why I like him so much.
Well, we, the people of the United States, wanted Donald Trump to do something different. We turned our backs on the political process because it was failing us.
So many times I write Sessions. I mean, I email him, I call. But what would you do? What do we do? I mean, do we just keep calling and telling him to stop being part of the swamp?
Well, we're going to have to start calling our congressmen and our senators and start telling them to support this president, or we're not going to support their reelection.
Oh, I do it so often, and it's just like
we'll put something up on the Wells Report page. I'll compose something during the break here.
Oh, thank you.
And what we'll do is we'll just start a way of getting in touch with the Texas delegation.
Super.
And say, you know what, we've got to do something different here. You got to start supporting this president.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't care how democratic the Republican Party is. Okay. We, the people of the United States, elected Donald Trump because the political process in the country was broken, and it remains broken. And this broken political cabal is now trying to do their dead level best to overturn the president, who will indeed restore America if he is allowed to do his job. That's why he's not being allowed to do his job. They got to steady all this stuff down. I want to know who it is that's sitting in that Oval Office with the president that is taking everything the president says and twisting it into something that benefits Democrats and the anti-American leftist press, the anti-American leftist politics, the leftist party, and the corrupt American press. I want to know who's in there that's leaking all that information. Can you remember the last time President Obama had a meeting in the Oval Office that was then reported on the front page of the Washington Post the next day, thanks to unattributed informants? Can you imagine when the last time that was? I never saw it. 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report. The anti-American, progressive, thug left is doing their absolute dead level best, associated with the Democrat Party, to try to remove Donald Trump before he can destroy what is a non-working, anti-American political process. The Constitution of the United States is plain. The Bill of Rights, plain. We've watched the Democrats and the leftist progressives try to disassemble the Bill of Rights for decades. It scares us so much, we spent at least one of our weekends last year at a gun show. All of us. You know what that's not beginning to look like? It's not beginning to look like wasted time. Is the anti-American progressive left attempting to declare a political civil war in the United States? And if so, are they going to win? Yeah, because we're not going to fight back. Bill in Alito, welcome to the Wells Report.
Yes, sir. The only thing I can figure is that the Republicans and the Democrats must be working together to do all these things deliberately, because
some of them are.
Those people up there are a lot of things, but they're not stupid people, and they know what they're doing. They have to know what they're doing, and so they're doing it deliberately. And that's what I think. I don't know why they are, except that
of course
they want to destroy the country.
Well, they are doing it. They're believing they're not going to destroy the country. What they're doing is they're going to be able to essentially depose this president in plain sight of everybody who voted for them, and convince everybody in the United States, because, as you know, the corrupt mainstream media is absolutely infallible of telling the truth. What they're going to do is they're going to say, you know what, this is a bad guy, we need to get rid of him. No, he's not a bad guy.
They're not going to convince me of it ever, and anybody that I know.
No, they're not. I mean, this is a leftist coup. This is a political civil war. That's what they're calling. They're calling it the resistance summer. What the American right needs to do is declare the all-American summer and start doing something about it. We need to start showing up at their events and shouting them down. That's what we need to do. We know we will have won as soon as they start calling us bullies. But you better wear a cup, because I guarantee you the Berkeley Police Department isn't going to stand by and watch these leftist anti-American thugs threaten the nation and be confronted by us. They're not going to stand by. No, what they'll do is they'll wade in with billy clubs and tear gas, like the good old days back in Chicago in '68. So like I said, wear a cup. But then again, fighting for America is just a really tough job. We have enemies domestic pounding down the door to try to destroy this nation. Do you agree? Yes or no? Tell me why. This is the Wells Report.
What if you could have an experience of a lifetime this year, something that goes beyond the mundane and gives you a unique perspective, not a vacation, an opportunity to change your life? Hi, Mike Gallagher here. A timely and important expedition to the Holy Land of Israel awaits you. Make plans now for the Stand with Israel tour happening this fall. Join me on a 9-day trip to Israel that will offer you firsthand insight into Israel's fascinating past and promising future. We'll introduce you to the geopolitical, economic, and security dynamics of a truly remarkable place. Get a behind-the-scenes view into many of the places you've read and heard about all your life, all during Jerusalem's 50th anniversary. The Western Wall, Jerusalem, the Dead Sea, and so much more, with expert guides, important lectures at key sites, all in the comfort and safety of first-class accommodations. Look forward to something special this year. Stand with Israel for the details about this all-inclusive trip happening October 22nd through November the 1st.
Look forward to something special this year. Stand with Israel. For details about this all-inclusive trip happening this fall, visit 660amtheanswer.com.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
If you're over 40 and you find yourself living with a lack of energy or loss of stamina, you may be deficient in nitric oxide. Ever heard of nitric oxide? It's vital in our bodies. It signals our blood vessels to relax and expand, helping to increase circulation. Nitric oxide has been called the greatest discovery in cardiovascular medicine. But once we reach 40, our bodies don't make enough of it. Here's the good news. Scientists have discovered something that will help your body support healthy nitric oxide levels. Introducing Super Beets, a powerful concentrated superfood that you drink. It supports blood flow and oxygen to your entire body, giving your heart and cardiovascular system a boost. Super Beets helps increase your energy, stamina, and vitality. Dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now and get a 30-day supply of Super Beets for free with your first order, plus free shipping. You'll love the results you'll feel with your free bonus canister guaranteed. It's risk-free. Just dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now. Dial ** and the word Beets.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. It has long been my pleasure to sing the praises of the Good Feet stores, America's #1 arch support experts, helping people walk better, feel better, work better, be happier, because they're out of foot pain. And those locations in Plano, Fort Worth, and Southlake are familiar to you. But open now in Waco, right in front of Cabela's off Loop 340. It's Good Feet's Waco location. So everybody within any kind of distance of a Good Feet location has instant access to people who are going to help your feet feel better, get you out of pain today so you can walk, work, travel, live the way you want, free of foot pain. It can often radiate upwards to leg pain, hip pain, back pain. Learn more at the goodfeetdfw.com website, goodfeetdfw.com, and then get on in there for the inserts that'll help you walk and work and travel and live life happily. Plano, Fort Worth, Southlake, and now in Waco, the Good Feet stores, goodfeetdfw.com, goodfeetdfw.com.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
Oh.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. Let me get to Ann in Waxahachie. Ann, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Wells Report.
Hi, JD. You are dead on, and I'm so glad someone's finally voicing this. The Democrats, and not just the Democrats, the Republicans too, they are doing this. They are carrying on the work that was started by Obama, and he started it intentionally.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this is, this cap and trade, this climate change, this Obamacare, all of these great big government projects that go nowhere, by the way, that do nothing. All of these projects are designed to keep America broke and working to benefit a huge, over-oppressive, tyrannical government. That's it.
Exactly.
That is all there is.
If I might comment on the young lady that called just a little bit ago and asked you about John Cornyn.
Yes.
My personal opinion, he and people like Joe Barton represent me line the bottom of the swamp. I was looking forward to getting him into the FBI director position to get him out of the Senate. But
that's not the answer. Okay, I mean the answer is to get a real cop to run the FBI. The real answer is to return to the values that made that organization a very important organization. John Cornyn knows this. John Cornyn is a former AG. He's a former Supreme Court justice. He knows that the FBI can't be run by a politician. And so he's not going to put himself in that position. As far as him being a part of the Republican Party power structure, yeah, he's a part of the Republican Party power structure, and we are about to find out just exactly who these people are. We're about to find out, like Donald Trump's main mission, Ann, has been the same thing, flushing out all of America's enemies. We've seen countless people. I mean, he's exposed the media. He's exposed the American progressive left. He has exposed the fact that the Republican Party are just plain political operatives that work to push the political solution for everything, which is no solution. Politics loves a problem and hates a solution.
Well, along that line, how do you feel about the?
It's okay. Take your time. Deep breath.
Sorry. Where all the states are getting together.
Yes. Okay. You're talking about the Convention of the States.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're talking about the Article 25 Convention of the States. If these politicians don't knock it off right this minute, they're going to be buried in all kinds of things. They want to change the country. Fine. We'll change the country. We'll do it. And what we'll do is we will absolutely upend the political process that makes it possible to spend $20 trillion more than our kids will ever make. We'll up on that whole process. We'll just put an amendment to the Constitution that says you got to balance your books. There are all kinds of really good reasons for the Article 25 Convention of the States. There are some good reasons against it, too. But what I want to know is whose side the Republican Party is on. I want to know whose side John Cornyn, Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan. Mitch McConnell came out today and said this brilliant call to action. He said, sure would like to see less drama coming out of the White House. Well, thank you, Mitch McConnell. Thank you so much. Thank you for that inspiring work of verbal art. This is the Wells Report.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
At any time in Texas, it can feel like the change of the seasons. But I'll tell you what, as we work our way into springtime, Abacus Foundation has been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. And with a warmer temperature and additional moisture, oh my, the foundations can be rocking and rolling. So if you got cracks in the sheetrock or doors that are sticking, call Abacus Foundation Repair at 972-406-9000. 972-406-9000. These are the people I call. These are the folks who have been to my house. These are the folks who will not give you a foundation job you don't need, but will tell you exactly what's going on. Now, if you do need a new foundation, you got the Millennium Composite Pilings, the strongest, and folks at Abacus are the only folks offering it. And get this, $1,000 off any job with 10 pilings or more. AbacusFoundationRepair.com. Lifetime warranty, transferable, 972-406-9000, 972-406-9000, or AbacusFoundationRepair.com.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started, or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears because there's an alternative to bankruptcy and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You can resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-2147. That's 1-800-600-2147. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries, Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Britt Nicole, Zach Williams, Stars Go Dim, sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
It's time to honor our veterans with the Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month. 660 AM The Answer joins with Patriot Mobile to spotlight a veteran each month. If you know a veteran who deserves such an honor, then go to 660amtheanswer.com and nominate them to be Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month. Winners will receive a Crossroads Diner gift certificate and an award from Patriot Mobile. Plus, they'll have an opportunity to come to the studios to meet Mark Davis and John David Wells. Go to 660amtheanswer.com to nominate your veteran. That's the Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month.
Ready to replace that lumpy old mattress? This time make it a Sovereign European mattress system. What you'll find is a healthier, more durable, more comfortable mattress at a very reasonable price. How reasonable? King-size mattresses start at $2,300, and with 0% interest for 12 months, that's about $6 a day. Priced below all those premium mattresses on the market, and even though you're getting a better bed, you're not paying more for it. Sovereign European Sleep Systems in Dallas and South Lake. Learn more at sovn.com.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio. 660 AM. The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Let's join Mike from Homestead, Florida. Mike, thanks for joining us. Hi.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, JD. You're running a great show tonight.
Thank you, sir.
It's time for bloodletting. It's time for the second revolution, JD. There's just no question about it. The coup is underway. They're not willing to admit they lost. They have to be put down hard.
Well, it's beginning to look an awful lot like sedition. I don't know whether treason's there yet, but we're certainly on the path to sedition. There's no doubt about it.
A revolution is not treason. It's remedy. Not treason, remedy.
Well,
the rot goes so deep that the remedy is revolution.
we'll see. And we will right soon. My fellow Americans, Donald Trump represents an existential threat to the American left. They own the media. There is no doubt about it now. The media is all in. They are all in for the removal of Donald Trump as president of the United States. Who would be the next president? Mike Pence? I doubt that Mike Pence would be the next president. Something tells me that there would be some very necessary legislation and alterations that had to be done to be able to get the right president in there, the president that the American people were unable to select, which makes us not the United States of America. It makes us something else. We the people are fighting back. Rick Jervis is noting that in Texas, it's an all-out assault on LGBT people. Oh, yeah. One bill would make it legal to decline adoption services to gay couples. Strange. I'm trying to figure that out. I always thought that the gay equaled no kids. Gay equals no kids. The boy bee doesn't meet the boy bee, and the girl bee doesn't make the girl bee and make the baby bee. I don't get it. Another could deny the marriage licenses. Others would bar transgender Texans from using public bathrooms of their choice. Yeah, if the price is perverted sexual predators using the bathroom of their choice, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to create some problems for transgender Texans. Supporters of the bill circulating the Texas legislature this session say they're intended to protect the religious rights of citizens or maintain safety in public bathrooms. Critics counter they're an unprecedented attack on LGBT rights. What about the religious rights of Americans? What about those? What about the rights to be safe in a public restroom? What about that? It's not anti-LGBT. It's anti-people taking advantage of the fact that the LGBT movement in the United States is being used as useful idiots by the anti-American thug progressive left and by people who want to get into the women's room and see what they can see. It happens all the time. Gay rights activists count 24 bills introduced to the legislature this season. They say infringe on the rights of LGBT residents in Texas more than any other time in state history. What does that tell you? It tells you that we, the people of Texas, are rejecting this enlightened new age of going to bed with anybody for any reason at any time. Sorry, we're different. The bills are a new front in the attack on LGBT rights by the Texas Republican-led legislature following a key U.S. Supreme Court decision 2 years ago recognizing the right to marry for same-sex couples, said Chuck Smith, president of Equality Texas, which advocates for LGBT rights. Yeah, and is probably cashing a pretty nice paycheck for coming up with statements like this. Not that it really matters. I mean, he's just doing it. It's just his job. And all that takes for evil to win is for good men to stand by and do nothing. You know, like the Republicans are doing right now. 866-660-5759. William in Dallas, Texas. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Wells. I was just quite surprised to hear this evening that you were referring to people of my political persuasion as enemies of the Republic, and I just thought I'd offer you this great service to go ahead and say that to me directly as to why you think I am no longer sufficient to be considered an equal American to you and yours.
Do you think that Donald Trump won the election fair and square?
For the most part.
Do you believe he should be removed from office?
Preferably.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that the cabal between the American anti-American thug progressive left and the American mainstream media, the corrupt American mainstream media, you think they ought to be able to engineer through the process of smearing and essentially just not reporting the news and reporting whatever makes Donald Trump look bad. You think that's probably the way that they're going to be able to edge Donald Trump out of office?
Good heavens, man. So many qualifiers to that. I mean, there's so many.
Well, you've got a college degree, right? You've got a college degree, right, Will?
Say again?
You got a college degree, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you ought to be able to follow the conversation. Although I have to admit that the ability of the anti-American thug public progressive left to be able to understand simple English is really diminishing lately.
Well, I did go to college long enough to learn about logical fallacies. You apparently did not.
Logical fallacy? My God, what logical fallacy? Where's my logic breaking down?
How about ad hominem?
Where's ad hominem what? What did I say about you?
By association?
What did I say about you?
Go on?
Hey, look, let me explain something to you.
Okay,
let me ask you this question. I tell you what, let me just ask you this question. Is what's happening something that you would tolerate if we were on different sides? If we reversed the scenario, would this be something you tolerated?
Well, let's
yes or no? Yes or no?
There is a
yes or no.
But understand that if it's flipped around, then you're also saying that my side is committing the same egregious actions that Donald Trump is. And in that case,
what egregious actions? Yes. What egregious actions, William?
Oh, please. Are you talking about all the ties that he has with Russia? With all
which ones? Name them.
Manafort.
No. I want to. No. I want to know.
Flynn.
No. I want to know. We know that Manafort had dealings with the Russians. We know these people had dealings with the Russians.
Okay.
I want to hear, William. I want to hear the crimes. What are the crimes?
Well, for instance, we have not gotten to the completion of this investigation.
Oh, so you don't know. So what you're saying is that the president is taking part in this cabal, but with the Russians, coercion of the Russians and Trump and all this stuff, but you have no proof of any crime.
Well, sir, that's not typically how criminal investigations go. First,
so what do criminal investigations normally do?
First they investigate and then they
okay, so people observing these investigations, what do? Do they just try everybody in the press and start saying that, well, obviously Trump colluded with the Russians?
Hey, sure is what you did to Hillary Clinton, isn't it?
No, it isn't what I did with Hillary Clinton. Name one thing that I reported that Hillary Clinton did that she did. One thing.
Tell me something.
One thing.
Tell me something. Tell me something. Did you ever advocate for criminal charges against Hillary Clinton?
I advocated for a federal grand jury to look at the evidence.
Oh, but how do you? But you don't have any evidence there. We didn't get to.
What do you mean I don't have any evidence? Was there a server in her house that was outside the skiff in her house? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's illegal. That is an illegal. That is a violation. It absolutely is.
No, it is not.
It is absolutely. Did that server? See what I mean, William? You don't understand English.
No,
you can't understand English. Now, let me ask you another question. Was there classified information? Was there classified information on the server? Was there classified information on the server, William? Yes or no?
Yes, there was.
That is a federal offense.
Wrong.
It is not wrong.
I'll tell you why it's wrong. I'll tell you why. Because she's not the one that's transmitting that classified information. It's everyone else in the government.
Then why is there an email that says reduce this to non-paper and send it in the clear?
Because that was part of what was necessary to get the job done at the time.
So the end justifies the means, so that we can take something out of the classified world and put it into the non-classified world because of her convenience. And oh, by the way, let me ask you this. Why is it that Platte River Computing destroyed the server for FBI investigation after the Congress put an order to protect it? That's called obstruction of justice.
No, that's not according to the FBI.
So no, it is according to the FBI. No, it's according to the FBI. No, Comey. And by the way, who's responsible? Who is responsible for preferring William? Who's responsible for preferring charges against somebody like Hillary Clinton under these circumstances? Is it the FBI?
say no.
Who is responsible for preferring charges? Who is the person responsible?
Excuse me.
Who
sir.
is it?
It would be the Department of Justice.
Right. What did James Comey do? Did he turn it over to the Department of Justice?
James Comey did not recommend charges, and he explained aptly why.
He doesn't get to explain. He doesn't get to recommend charges or not. He gets to return. He gets to return the fruit of the investigation to the Justice Department, who makes a decision, makes a determination. That's the way it works.
I understand all that, but you also have to
Okay, so in this conversation, William, you've denied 3 federal felonies against Hillary Clinton that are federal felonies. They're open and shut. You have denied that James Comey acted completely improperly by not turning the fruits of his investigation on that server over to Hillary Clinton, to the DOJ for some sort of discernment. It was Loretta Lynch's job to turn that investigation aside. So what does that tell you about your linguistic skills, William?
Here I was under the impression that you weren't accusing her of crimes, and yet here you are declaring
I am not accusing her of anything. You know when I started this conversation? I started this conversation off by saying I wanted a grand jury to look at the evidence. Do you want a grand jury to look at the evidence, Will?
Well, sir, that's
yes or no.
That's not what you said.
That is exactly what I said, William. You asked me whether or not I ever said that she should be charged legally. I said that she should have the result of a grand jury investigation against that server. That's it. There's nothing else to say, William. There's nothing else to say.
There's plenty to say. You just don't want to listen.
No. I don't want to argue. You see, you keep talking when I'm okay. You keep wanting to talk and mock me when I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you. You deny reality when I talk to you about it. That's it. Now, if you want to start speaking about reality, I will be more than happy to listen.
You wouldn't know reality if it smacked you in the face, sir.
Well, okay, then give me some. Smack me in the face with some. Let's have it. Let's have it, William.
All right. What reality do you want to talk about?
You pick.
You know, let's go.
No,
back
you pick, William.
All right. Let's go back to the Clinton investigation.
Sure.
All right. Well, basically, what you're saying here is that you basically a bunch of politically interested parties, like all the people at the RNC who were chanting, "Lock her up, lock her up." So much for,
that was a campaign rally. That was a campaign rally.
Yeah, a campaign rally to criminalize the opponent.
Okay, so what we're trying to say now is that the chance at a campaign rally should be considered evidence. William, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on hold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep you as long as I can because I want to hear more about what you're going to say. But in between the commercials playing and the next time you're on the air, I'm going to get a few ground rules established with you, and we'll have a really good conversation if you're game. If not, then I'll just say that you're a leftist, progressive, anti-American BS artist. This is the Wells Report.
I'm Aaron Katz. You might remember me from my radio show or my company with Little Red Trucks. Have you ever wondered why some people suffer from irrational fears like fear of heights, public speaking, or needles? For example, needles used to make me sick until I fixed it. It's because most irrational fears are created from a traumatic experience. It's a form of PTSD that affects many people. The good news is that fears from PTSD can be controlled, and you don't need a lot of prescription drugs or years of therapy to do it. As a certified NLP practitioner, I've learned how to help people eliminate their fears and change their lives. I do it by setting positive and negative triggers and activating them simultaneously. The positive neutralizes the negative, and it doesn't affect you any longer. It's the same as combining red dye and blue dye. The red and the blue both disappear, and it leaves purple. If you or someone you know has an irrational fear that's limiting them in some way, I can help. Visit my website, littleredtrucks.net. That's plural, Little Red Trucks, and it's .net. Let's get to work.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5757 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Terminix 1 to Terminix 2. I've discovered the secret location of the termite colony. I'm moving in.
Roger that. Need backup? We have a team 10,000 strong.
I'm going in alone. Must take termites out before they cause more destruction.
You could be outnumbered 1,000,000 to 1.
At Terminix, we like those odds.
Don't let termites invade your home. Once they start, they are relentless, eating every minute of every day. Termites are never satisfied, so take immediate action. Call Terminix at 1-800-600-0612. As America's leading termite control provider, Terminix will do whatever it takes to stop termites in their tracks with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Termites never stop trying to get in. Terminix never stops working to keep them out. And if they ever come back, so will Terminix.
Mission accomplished.
Termites reported on Park Street.
Let's go. Not a moment to lose.
For a free termite inspection, call the experts at Terminix, Defenders of Home. 1-800-600-0612. 1-800-600-0612.
30-day money-back guarantee at participating locations.
Here's microbiologist Dr. Kim O'Neill talking about balance of nature.
Scientific research has shown that many cancers and lifestyle diseases can be prevented with a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. This prevention comes from the phytochemicals in the plants. They fight against oxidants that damage the cell's DNA, causing mutations that lead to disease. I don't take any supplementation, but I take balance of nature because I've seen it in my lab. I've seen the immune response increase. I've seen your DNA repair capacity increase, and I've seen DNA protection, and I know that it works.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Dallas, Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. Now, more of the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
William, the leftist progressive, has joined us on the air, just like I asked earlier on this broadcast. We're going to give him all the time he wants, but we do have this problem, William. This particular break is only about 1 minute and 50 seconds long.
Sure.
So I'm going to give you an opportunity to say whatever you want to say right now.
Sure. In 15 seconds.
No. That's
I'm sorry.
That's when we get into a conversation. You can't talk when I do. Okay,
Understood.
so this is just you saying what you need to say.
To briefly put why what Hillary Clinton did wasn't a crime, reading from 18 U.S.C. 798, whoever knowingly and willfully communicates. Now, let's stop right there, because knowingly and willfully, that's intent. And that's exactly what James Comey said in his press conference. Quod erat demonstrat.
There is no intent in the Espionage Act.
Well, I'm just reading you the Espionage Act, and you are wrong.
Well, I'm going to do some research while we wait. We have a top of the hour, and then what I will do, I know where it is. I'll find it.
Okay, 18798.
I'll find it. And what we'll do, is there anything else you want to say?
Off the top of my head, I definitely think we need to have a special prosecutor for this Trump situation.
You think we ought to have a special prosecutor for the Trump situation? You think we ought to? You think we ought to turn over the FBI investigation on Hillary's server to the grand jury?
No, because it's already been investigated to the nth degree.
Yeah, but it hasn't been. Nothing legal has been done with it. Williams from Dallas. I'm John David Wells. You're listening to the Wells Report. Back in a moment.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. And it's about to get worse. The IRS just hired an army of new tax enforcers. So if you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. Optima has access to a special IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands, even tens of thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop that army of new enforcers from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A-rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $500 million of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. Call now for your free consultation.
Call 800-711-5743. 800-711-5743. 800-711-5743. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week, I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
If your home air conditioning unit is over 15 years old, did you know you could replace it with a new high-energy efficient system and pay for it with the savings on your electric bill? It's true. And right now, choose either 0% financing or get $1,500 in rebates off a brand new AC system. Call Max Mechanical today for a free estimate and mention promo code HouseTalkTexas. Find out more at maxmechanical.com. That's maxmechanical.com.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. House Oversight Committee Chair Jason Chaffetz sending a letter to the FBI requesting all documents and recordings detailing any communications between fired FBI Director Jim Comey and President Trump. This after the New York Times quoted a memo Comey reportedly wrote, claiming the president asked him to shut down the investigation into ousted National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The White House says never happened. Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy, a former prosecutor, serves on the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees.
Obviously, I want to see the memo. Obviously, I want to talk to Director Comey to determine how contemporaneous his recording of the conversation was, but also importantly, not just what was said, but what did Director Comey hear? How did he take it?
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
History is watching.
Fox News, we report, you decide.
Stimulating talk, 660 AM, The Answer.
You need a plan as you get closer to retirement, a plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only retire once, but Reed helps people retire every day. Don't miss Wealth Smart every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at lakepointadvisorygroup.com for information information on our free area steak dinner seminars and start working on your dream retirement now.
What if you could have an experience of a lifetime, and I mean it, a lifetime this year? Dennis Prager here, and a timely and important expedition to the land of Israel awaits you. Make plans now for the Stand with Israel tour happening this fall. Join me on a 9-day trip to Israel that offers you firsthand insight into Israel's unique past and probably unique future. We'll introduce you to the geopolitical, economic, and security dynamics of a truly remarkable nation. Get a behind-the-scenes view into many of the places you've read and heard about, all during United Jerusalem's 50th anniversary. The Western Wall, Jerusalem, the Dead Sea, Golan Heights, and much more. With expert guides and important lectures at key sites, all in the comfort and safety of first-class accommodations.
Look forward to something special this year. Stand with Israel. For details about this all-inclusive trip happening this fall, visit 660amtheanswer.com for all the details.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzari, owner of Statewide Remodeling. You know, a great woman once said that we're free up to the moment of choice, and then the choice controls the chooser. That is nowhere more true than when you're deciding on a contractor that work on your home. You know, once you commit and sign the agreement, and in most cases make a pretty good sized down payment, you're stuck. What happens if the work doesn't go as planned? Takes too long to complete the job, or worse yet, the contractor just disappears. It happens. We've been offering a satisfaction guarantee in writing since we started business 23 years ago. And I'm happy to say we've never had to use it, because if it ain't right, we'll make it right every time. So if you're considering new replacement windows or maintenance-free siding to eliminate the need to paint your home, call us now. And to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're offering 23% off the whole project. We also offer 100% financing. The estimate's free, and the number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or see all the home improvement products we offer at statewideremodeling.com.
Have you been holding out for a good deal to replace that old AC system? Well, now there's a new program you just can't pass up. I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. You may have already heard that you can save over $3,500 on a new Infinity system with Carrier's Cool Cash, but did you know that for a limited time, you can also get an additional $1,500 off from your utility provider? That's right. And when you combine these two programs, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. But the utility funds are limited, and the program will end when the money runs out. Right now, we're scheduling free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call now. Better yet, call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437, or visit us online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Attention homeowners. Do you or someone you know have a house you'd like to sell? Hello, I'm Dan Franklin. I've been buying and selling real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 20 years, and my process is simple. I'll pay you cash, and I'll pay you more. Just listen to what other people are saying after they called me to buy their house.
My name is Brent Patterson. Dan Franklin gave us $30,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan if you want more money for your house.
I'm Bill Mays. I made an extra $18,000 working with Dan.
My name is Brenda Griffin. Dan Franklin gave us over $15,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like a higher cash offer? I'm Dan Franklin. I'll pay you cash, and I'll pay you more. Call me today at 214-929-5555. That's 214-929-5555.
Dennis Prager here. And for 2 years now, I've been telling you about my wife, Sue, who tried Relief Factor because of her knee pain, and it worked. This is before I ever even heard about the product. I never endorsed a pain reliever, but now I am. And yes, now I'm taking Relief Factor too. Maybe you've heard me call it a miracle. In fact, listen to what Amanda from Texas wrote. I was having pain in my left thumb area and left side of my leg from my knee about 4 inches up. After about a week of taking Relief Factor, the pain in my leg has gone away. And a few days later, the pain in my left hand is gone. We've gotten thousands of these testimonials, and if you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle aches and pain, do what my wife Sue did. Try Relief Factor. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call them toll free 800 500 8384. 800 500 8384.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. When I started this broadcast, I made some, shall we say, pointed remarks about the anti-American thug leftist progressives that are trying to destroy the nation. William called, who identifies himself as a leftist progressive Democrat, and demanded to know why he was a domestic threat, which I consider leftist progressive anti-American thugs domestic threats. Now, I'm not prepared to put William in league with those people, but he seems to be willing to. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation, because I gave him the ground rule, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of these things and actually hopefully get to the bottom of some of them. Will, are you still game? Oh, wait, go ahead. I'm sorry. I turned you off because I had to talk to you off the air. Are you still game?
I'm absolutely game.
Okay,
100%.
so in the conversation that James Comey had,
wait, conversation with.
I'm getting ready to qualify it.
My apologies.
No problem. In the conversation that James Comey had at the lectern when he was describing the case against Hillary Clinton.
Sure.
He said that she did not know what she was doing. Do you remember?
I don't recall that portion of his remarks.
He said basically, because I remembered it because I said either she's doing this on purpose or she doesn't know what she's doing. And the FBI director said that she didn't know what she was doing. So that's why. What are you whispering to?
I'm a little flabbergasted because I don't recall that portion.
Okay, well, don't worry about it.
I will let that pass.
Okay, well, here's what I want you to understand. When you say that U.S. Code, let's see, 18 U.S. Code 793, gathering
no, actually 798, sir.
Well,
but 793 is also relevant.
Yes, 793 is relevant because here is what everybody's quoting. Whoever being entrusted with or having lawful possession of control of any document, writing, code book, signal book, sketch, photograph, photographic negative, blueprint, plan, map, model, instrument, appliance, note, or information relating to the national defense through gross negligence permits the same to be removed from its proper place of custody or delivered to anyone in violation of that trust, to be lost, stolen, abstracted, or destroyed, or having knowledge that the same had been illegally removed from its proper place of custody or delivered to anyone in violation of its trust, or lost, or stolen, abstracted, or destroyed, and fails to make prompt report of such loss, theft, abstraction, or destruction to his superior officer shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 10 years.
Yeah, actually, if I may go over.
Well, let me finish this.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now, there are other parts of this law that says that they have to know, has reason to believe that they could be used to the injury of the United States. That's true.
You mean with intent?
Well, what I'm saying is this is the law.
You mean with intent?
William, I'm reading the law. Okay.
Yeah, you mean with intent.
But what you're doing is you are transmitting the law, and you're not a judge.
Whoever, for the purpose of it, with intent.
No. I'm talking. That's section E. I'm talking about section.
That's section A.
No,
B,
William. I've got the statute in front of me. William.
Yeah.
You're violating the rules of the game here.
Sir, you've gone over like 45 seconds.
I am.
15 seconds per person.
Here is what I'm going to tell you. It is gross negligence. She's guilty of this under this one section of the law. Section F She's guilty of 3 separate specifications. She didn't report. She let somebody else have it, Platte River information, and through gross negligence allowed the material to be taken from their proper place of storage. In other words, the skiff, which was in her house.
Oh, hang on a second. I thought you were saying that the skiff that was in her house was illegal from the beginning.
No. The skiff was legal. She didn't have her server inside the skiff.
Okay, whatever.
But whatever, William. That's 3 violations of federal law.
I disagree on a number of fronts. Can I tell you why?
Sure. I just read you the law.
I understand, and I can read the law back to you as well. But basically, there is no gross negligence here because there was no loss of retention. The government always had it. Hillary Clinton was the government as Secretary of State.
Let me explain something to you here. Director Comey conceded that Hillary Clinton was extremely careless and strongly suggested that her recklessness very likely led to communications, her own and those she corresponded with, being intercepted by foreign intelligence services.
Yes, that's very interesting. That
extremely careless, by the way, is extremely careless. Extremely careless is the definition of gross negligence.
Now who's parsing words?
I'm not parsing words. I'm not parsing words.
Oh, no. Okay. Sophistry then. Extremely careless is exactly the same as gross negligence. I mean, that's right.
Opinion, you just argued my point.
That is not what the federal statute says.
It is what the federal statute says. The federal statute.
That you go ahead and
Okay. Well, I can tell. Will, I just read you the actual law.
Sure.
It says gross negligence.
Yeah. Did you also read could you read for me the beginning of paragraph A while you're at it?
William, I am not saying, William, here's the thing. Okay. She may not be guilty under section A, but she is guilty under section F, in my opinion. Now listen carefully. William, listen carefully. Okay. I'm just going to put you on hold and I'm going to say this and then I'll take you off hold, but you need to listen. Okay, so and then we're running out of time here because you're not making sense. So here's the situation. Section F specifies gross negligence. It's there. In my opinion, you say it isn't. That's why Director Comey, who has no business determining what should be prosecuted and what shouldn't be prosecuted, should have turned over everything he knew from his FBI investigation to the Justice Department for them to either go through and decide themselves or turn over to a grand jury. Your thoughts?
Yeah. You actually said it in your own comment that that's your opinion. That is totally fine. That is your right as an American.
Which means, which leads to turn it over to a grand jury, man. Let him hear it. Let him hear the case.
He already explained why no reasonable U.S.
But that wasn't his job.
Well, actually, that partly is.
No, it's not his job, William.
To recommend. Well, that's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. It's the law. That's what got him fired.
Well, no, that's not what.
Okay, William. Listen, I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem arguing with you if you want to argue facts. But if you want to argue fantasy, that's not what this show's all about. Let me get to Tate in Burleson, Texas. Tate, thanks for joining us. Hi.
Hey, JD. I hope we can have a civil conversation about what's taking place in America.
I'll tell you the same thing I told William. Okay, I'll talk for 15 seconds. You talk for 15 seconds. Don't talk over me. Okay, I just and if I specify a fact to you, it's a fact. Okay. That's all. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, basically, this is my whole premise. You cannot get mad at the media when they report stories about the president who often make comments or tweets that are totally unnecessary, that are totally fabrications, and then get called out on it, and then you want to defend them. From Obama wiretap me to we had more people at his inauguration. He's constantly doing things when he's called out on it. Do you guys saying that the media is picking on them?
Okay, so here's the thing. Today, I'm talking about the media today.
Okay.
The media today reported that President Trump gave classified information to the Russian ambassador. In point of fact, the president, and it was also discussed by the National Security Advisor and the Deputy National Security Advisor, that there was no classified information exchanged in the conversation. However, the Washington Post is saying that there was. Two people inside the room say there wasn't. Why is it that CNN is now running with the Washington Post story and talking about trying to impeach, as if this was a smoking gun, impeach President Trump? You tell me why I shouldn't be critical of the media under that circumstance.
Because what was also reported, and maybe you missed it, that he gave up the source, and he
didn't give up the source.
Well, that's what reported.
That may be what's reported, but according to the National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, today, none of the methods or sources were discussed.
Okay, so this is where the people on my side of the fence, the 54% who did not vote for Donald Trump, you have a president who often said things, and now his whole administration, they're not believable.
Well, but wait, listen. Do they have credibility issues? Sure they do. Am I going to argue on that? No. But I am going to argue that so does the mainstream media. They have big credibility issues with this president.
Okay, but when you look at it, okay, Flynn doesn't have any connection to the Russians. Find out that's a lie. Sessions didn't.
Whoa. Okay. We know he spoke to the Russians.
But he lied about it.
Well, he lied about it to Mike Pence and lost his job. That's not illegal, by the way. He
also lied on his application. You had to do an application.
Listen to what I'm saying. He lost his job over that. Okay. If the FBI wants to charge him for it, they'll do it or not. He asked for what is it? He asked for what is it when you want to be when you want to be cleared of something before you testify? What's that called?
Exonerated?
Amnesty?
Not amnesty.
Immunity?
Immunity. There you go. Thank you.
Immunity. Okay.
Okay. So he asked for immunity for some reason. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But here's what I want to know. Everybody says that there are these mysterious and odd connections between Donald Trump and the Russians, right?
Right.
What are they?
Okay.
Now, we know that people talked, but what did they talk about?
Okay, and this is where I stand. Just like a week ago, why does the president have two Russian, one to be believed to be a spy in the Oval Office? He does not invite the American media, but he has the
because
Russian
he's
media
upset with the American media. Because he's upset with the American media because he's sure that he's not going to get a fair shake from the American media. And hang on a second, Tate. I'll bring you back after the break. And oh, by the way, the American media apparently was there because the next day they reported on everything that was talked about in the meeting. Now you need to explain to me how that's happening because that's illegal. Tate will be back. I'll be back. This is the Wells Report.
The sale of the century is going on right now at the 3 Huffines auto dealerships in Plano. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime auto buying opportunity at Huffines Chevrolet, Huffines Hyundai, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano. As you know, Plano was hammered by the recent hailstorms, and with the insurance adjustments, Huffines can save you like never before. Save 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Chevy Silverados, 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Ram pickups, and 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Hyundai Elantras. Plus, all come with a full mechanical factory warranty. So pay less in Plano when you save 40% on select models at Huffines Chevrolet Plano and Huffines Hyundai Plano at Coit Road and Plano Parkway, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano at Ohio and Plano Parkway, or online at huffines.net.
Example stock number 7C1443, MSRP $46,720. 40% hail discount includes rebates $18,688. Sale price $28,032. Price excludes tax and fees. MSRP will vary with stock number. Offer is stock number specific. 212 available with this hail discount. See huffines.net for more info.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. There are things you should have a lot of pairs of: pants, shoes, socks. Some things you don't want to have a lot of pairs of: reading glasses. Let me send you to my friends at Kleiman Evangelista Eye Center. You got that over 40 thing going and the vision has started to recede. Let's get your vision fixed so you can see the way you used to. Laptop screens, text, menus, ridofreaders.com, ridofreaders.com, or call them at 1-800-714-2020, 1-800-714-2020. Tell them you heard this on the Mark Davis Show and you don't want to have to wear reading glasses the rest of your life. Ask about low monthly payments. Wonderful folks in Dallas, Plano, Arlington, Mount Pleasant, and coming soon to Southlake. Give them a buzz at 1-800-714-2020, 1-800-714-2020, or visit ridofreaders.com to learn more. Imagine seeing without the reading glasses. What freedom. You'll love it. 1-800-714-2020 or ridofreaders.com. Tell them Mark Davis sent you.
Ready and reliable, anytime, night or day. When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, that's when you need AAA. You go to AAA-auger.com.
There's never a good time for water heater failure. Did you know that at AAA Auger Plumbing Services, we back our residential water heaters with a full 6-year warranty on both parts and labor? Additionally, we provide the first annual maintenance service at no extra charge. Better yet, because most water heaters can be repaired, AAA Auger's professional plumbers service and repair all makes and models. So call AAA Auger Plumbing Services 24/7 at 877-999-1979. That's 877-999-1979. If you need a plumber fast, call AAA Auger Plumbing Services. Some restrictions may apply. License M37445.
When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, go to AAA-auger.com.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
It worked for me. I need it in the afternoon. I wear down. I'm 84. And in the afternoon, I sort of slow down. I take my Balance of Nature and it picks me right up.
Knowing that I'm getting my fruits and vegetables, I feel better.
I have a blood disease, but I've been taking this and I really don't bleed as much as I used to either. That in itself, to me, is a miracle. I will continue my Balance of Nature. The best thing that Dr. Howard ever did was make these pills.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get the best offer they've ever given. 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
I'm John David Wells. He's Tate. Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, JD, very quickly, I know we're up against it, but
we got 4 minutes.
I have two things. Well, two things I'd like to talk about. You asked about the Russia connection. Again, you have Carter Page, Manafort, and even Trump's son-in-law talking to Russian spies. You got Flynn.
Well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Okay. You named 3 people talking to Russian spies. We're not sure that they were spies. We know that what's his name? Carter Page was talking to a spy, but didn't know it.
Right.
Okay. So what I want to know is, what were they talking about that was criminal?
The question is, can that information be disclosed, and I don't think it can right now.
Well, the thing about it is that look, they know what was said. There's a transcript. You know, Michael Flynn was unmasked in those conversations. They know what the conversations were. Why don't we know anything about them?
Maybe that information can't be disclosed. Again,
the problem, Tate, here's the situation. If the information can't be disclosed, then Michael Flynn's name can't be disclosed.
Exactly, and that's why.
Michael Flynn's name was disclosed.
It was leaked. We're agreeing.
Well, it's Susan Rice. So why isn't Susan? Yeah, probably. What? But we need an investigation to find out. That's why I keep cracking this whip. I keep saying, get on with it. Get to the bottom of all of it. What I'm having a problem with is this, and then you can respond. I have problems with innuendo. All this is being reported coming from unattributed sources. And I'm not hearing any meat in the sandwich. Where's the beef, as they used to say?
Okay, you make a valid point in your but in my estimation, there's enough surrounding this situation, especially after the president decided he was not going to release his taxes, that raised a red flag. You have people saying that Russia has invested in his golf courses. He has Russian money tied up.
Yeah, okay, but hang on a second. That's his job. That was his job before he became the president. What has he done to collect money from Russians since he was either a candidate or since he was the president? What has he done since then? That's the actionable offense.
He has not divested from his companies, and everybody knows that.
No, his kids are running the companies.
Yes, but he still reached the profit. That's why people have a problem with him.
Okay, so the president bring people in. So the president of the United States. So the president of the United States cannot have any interest whatsoever except for the $400,000 he's making, which he's not making, by the way. I think he's trying to give it away. He's trying to do something with it anyway. So what we're trying to say is that we can only elect a president who has absolutely no business interests.
No, sir. In fact, I can see the validity and the strong points of electing a non-politician and had this been someone else and he been successful, I don't have no problem with it. But again, let's treat him like we treated all the other politicians. You guys had problems with President Obama. You guys even asked for his impeachment just because he wrote executive orders. I mean, there was
no, wait a minute. Whoa. What impeachment? I never talked about impeachment.
Oh, there was several talking about impeachment. When he wrote executive orders, especially about, you can Google search Oklahoma, Tom Coburn wanted to impeach him about the bathroom situation.
I didn't want to impeach the president. I said it was stupid. It's not going anywhere.
Well,
we're going to actually, no kidding. We're going to impeach the first black president of the United States? Out of the question.
That was discussed.
It's being discussed now. Go ahead. You hurry up. Please say.
Okay, I got you.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, with that being said, I want you to do this. Had President Obama or even President Clinton did some of these things that Trump has done, I believe the conservative side Republicans would have had the same conversation, the same treatment, especially on AM radio, Fox News, et cetera, et cetera. You have a good night.
You too, man. I'm doing the best I can. This is the Wells Report.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week, I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
If you're over 40 and you find yourself living with a lack of energy or loss of stamina, you may be deficient in nitric oxide. Ever heard of nitric oxide? It's vital in our bodies. It signals our blood vessels to relax and expand, helping to increase circulation. Nitric oxide has been called the greatest discovery in cardiovascular medicine. But once we reach 40, our bodies don't make enough of it. Here's the good news. Scientists have discovered something that will help your body support healthy nitric oxide levels. Introducing Super Beets, a powerful concentrated superfood that you drink. It supports blood flow and oxygen to your entire body, giving your heart and cardiovascular system a boost. Super Beets helps increase your energy, stamina, and vitality. Dial *Beets on your mobile phone now and get a 30-day supply of Super Beets for free with your first order, plus free shipping. You'll love the results you'll feel with your free bonus canister guaranteed. It's risk-free. Just dial *Beets on your mobile phone now. Dial * and the word BEETS.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. I keep talking about high-tech bath remodeling, and the phone keeps ringing with homeowners wanting more information. 90% of all bath remodelers use sand grout. It's sand, cement, and water. We know it's the first thing that fails in the wet area of your bathroom. It cracks with the least bit of movement. It grows mold and mildew. When you try to clean it, you're just wearing it down. Statewide uses a proprietary product that has 4 main ingredients: Microban, which eliminates mold and mildew; latex for flexibility; Kevlar for strength; and a built-in sealant. We guarantee our grout for as long as you own your home. So when you think you're getting a great deal from the 2 guys in the truck you hired to do your remodel, I suggest you start saving up for when you'll have to do it again. Or you can call Statewide Remodeling and get it done right the first time. We offer 100% financing, and if you call for your free design consultation now, celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're giving 23% off the price of the project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or anytime online at statewideremodeling.com.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Now that it's spring, let's talk about the $49 tune-up gimmick. At that price, you're really paying $49 for a high-pressure sales pitch from a salesman on commission disguised as a technician. And you can bet he's either going to rack up a bunch of unnecessary repairs or scare you into buying a new system altogether, because $49 doesn't pay the bills. Reliant Air Conditioning's precision tune-up is $89, and you get exactly what you pay for. Our NATE certified techs are all drug tested, background checked, and they don't work on commission. If you need a new system, ask how you can save over $5,000 by combining utility rebates with Carrier's Cool Cash. So call 2 other companies first and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
The key to success: keep it simple, especially when it comes to hiring. And nobody makes it easier than Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes, set up screener questions, manage your candidates from one dashboard. According to an independent study, 5 times more hires are made through Indeed than any other job site. New users claim your $50 credit to post a sponsored job at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
There are 2 things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with 0 fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
This is 660 AM. The Answer. You're hearing tomorrow's front page on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Telephone number 866-660-5759. And that is a number you need to use tomorrow morning beginning at 7 o'clock, because that's going to get you through to Mark Davis. Mark Davis, tell us what you got planned for tomorrow morning, brother.
Hey, JD, good Tuesday evening. So who does everybody believe? Washington Post or National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster? I'm going to go with B. I'm going to trust a man who's never lied to me up against a newspaper that has on repeated occasions. We will track any additional meat on the bones of this thinly sourced Trump and the Russian story. We'll keep an eye on other things as well. So join us tomorrow morning. We'll get the overnight news, any breaking stories, stuff we all want to talk about tomorrow morning. Wednesday's Mark Davis Show, 7 to 10 a.m. right here on 660 a.m. The Answer.
All right. Listen, I want to thank a couple of people here at this moment on this broadcast, because I don't want it to get too late so that they perhaps miss me saying thanks. I want to thank William from Dallas, the leftist progressive who took exception to me calling his people of his political persuasion leftist political thugs. Now, I'm not changing my opinion of the leftist progressive anti-American political thugs that I keep referring to. And I'm not saying that John isn't one of them. I'm sorry, William isn't one of them. What I am going to say is that he had the moxie to call me on the telephone and have a conversation with me mostly, and I would have given him more time if he had just stuck to the reality of the situation. When I'm reading you the law, you can't tell me that I'm getting it wrong, okay? And the point of that was, that's what the law says. We need to turn it over to a grand jury and let them tell us whether we should try Hillary Clinton. That's it. If they say yes, then we do it. If they say no, then we don't do it, and we move on. Either way. But William tried, and I appreciate it. I want to thank Tate. I want to thank Isaac Tate for joining us and having just a fine conversation about the more or less same topics. My point on all of this is that the mainstream media is not trading on fact. They're trading on innuendo and anonymous sources. That's not news. It's not credible. They need to start, especially when you're starting to throw around, let's impeach the president. Okay, if this is a poker game, when you say, let's impeach the president, I want to see some freaking cards. I'm going to call you on that every time. And that's what I've done. Nothing to say. Nobody has anything. Nothing. Which does not mean that if somebody comes up with something real, that I won't report it on this broadcast before anybody else. I will. I promise you. But CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, the Washington Post, the New York Times, they are in the bag for the anti-American progressive thug left. They are attempting a political coup against Donald Trump. We, the people of the United States, are too stupid to pick our own president, and these progressives are trying to fix the problem. They are fighting, to be fair, they are fighting for their political lives. One more conservative justice on the Supreme Court of the United States, and you can kiss the leftist, progressive, anti-American political thug left goodbye for a generation. And they know it. Hell, you might actually see the NFL start to fine multi-million-dollar football players for not standing during the national anthem. Think of that. The last thing I'll say on this is the reason I call the progressive left anti-American thugs. The thuggery is easy. Open the newspaper, read about Baltimore. Read about Berkeley. Just open the newspaper. Anti-American is also easy. They've been against freedom of religion, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms. They've been against proper rules and law when it comes to search and seizure in the United States, the Fourth Amendment right to be able to have secrets from the government, due process law. Eric Holder famously said there was a difference between due process and due process of law. What's he smoking? These are the first four of the first five Bill of Rights. They're under attack. The first four of them are under attack by the anti-American progressive left. That's why they're anti-American. None of this is in dispute. I'm simply reporting the truth. And we'll continue to do so. Eight 660-5759, 866-660-5759. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say if you have something to say about that. There is some incredibly disturbing other news about a guy who is no longer with us. His name is Seth Rich, or his name was Seth Rich. He was a staffer at the Democrat National Committee. He was gunned down July 10th on a Washington, D.C. street. How he was gunned down on a Washington, D.C. street, no one knows. It's illegal to have weapons there. How could anybody shoot him if it's illegal to have weapons in Washington, D.C., which it is? Rod Wheeler, a retired Washington homicide detective and Fox News contributor investigating the case on behalf of the Rich family, made a claim that indeed Seth Rich was in touch with WikiLeaks. This testimony was corroborated by a federal investigator who spoke to Fox News. Double sourcing, see? That's what this is, double sourcing. My investigation up to this point shows there was some degree of email exchange between Seth Rich and WikiLeaks. Wheeler made his comments on the possible Rich WikiLeaks connection in a story first reported by Fox 5 DC. Now, a spokesman for the Rich family said Wheeler was not authorized to speak for the family and called assertions that Seth Rich sent emails to WikiLeaks unsubstantiated. Brad Bowman said even if purported emails were to surface, it would not necessarily mean Rich had helped WikiLeaks. Even if tomorrow an email was found, it is not a high enough bar of evidence to prove any intentions, as emails can be altered, and we've seen that those interested in pushing conspiracies will stop at nothing to do so. We've also seen people interested in stopping conspiracy stop at nothing to do so. We are a family who is committed to facts, not fake evidence that surfaces every few months to fill the void and distract law enforcement and the general public from finding Seth's murderers. Regarding that, there has been no formal investigation into the murder of Seth Rich. And there is some information offshore from the Daily Mail of London. They report that he was shot dead in the city's affluent Bloomingdale neighborhood in the early hours of July 10th in what police claimed was a botched robbery. It had been suggested that Rich was behind the mammoth leak of tens of thousands of DNC emails in the run-up to the presidential election, a claim his father has denied. Rod Wheeler, a private investigator whose services were offered to the Rich family, paid for by an unnamed third party, now claims there is evidence on Rich's laptop that suggests he was communicating with WikiLeaks. Wheeler says either DC police or the FBI are holding the data analyst's laptop as a part of a conspiracy to cover up his death. But in a statement on Tuesday, Rich's family denied that claim, calling it fake evidence. Wheeler says the laptop is still in the hands of the authorities. Rich's family say they heard about this through the news, not Wheeler. The police department nor the FBI have been forthcoming, Wheeler told Fox News. They have not been cooperating at all. I believe the answer to solving his death lies on that computer, which I believe is either at the police department or either at the FBI. I have been told both. That's true. Mr. Wheeler claims sources have given him confirmed evidence that Mr. Rich was in contact with WikiLeaks, while a DC police insider has told him they were told to stand down on this case. That is an explosive charge. Why would they be told to stand down on that case? The family is not yet saying who paid for Wheeler's services or how his services were offered to them. WikiLeaks published thousands of hacked DNC emails, which include missives from 7 key staffers, less than 2 weeks after Rich's death. The site then offered $20,000 to anyone who could provide information, leading to conviction for the murder of DNC staffer Seth Rich. WikiLeaks founder Assange insisted that Russia had nothing to do with the leak. However, the U.S. intelligence community later concluded Russian operatives were behind the hack and had further meddled in the U.S. elections. GOP lobbyist, D.C. lawyer Jack Berkman formally appealed to Congress to investigate the death after claiming he had evidence that Russia may be behind Rich's murder. Nothing was taken from Seth, not his wallet, gold chain, credit cards, or a sizable amount of cash. There was no robbery gone awry. This is where things get a little twisted here. Now, by the way, I should have said, this is where things get a little twisted. Back when I said, that Jack Berkman, a D.C. lawyer, claimed that evidence that Russia may be behind Rich's murder. This is where things get twisted into pretzel logic. Okay. Wheeler goes on to say he was contacted by a man in his 60s claiming to be a former U.S. intelligence officer who claimed that Seth's murder was arranged by the Russian government at a very high level. Berkman went on to say he just said he had knowledge that it was arranged by the Russian government and stressed it was at a high level. I've met this person. He seems very credible. We're now investigating the allegations. Whatever. Jack Berkman, by the way, has a letter that talks about this. There is another conspiracy theory out there that claims the DNC staffer was assassinated on or on his way to an FBI meeting. A timeline of Rich's final hours was independently compiled through a Daily Mail online investigation. I find that not credible insofar as the guy was snockered out of his brain stack. Apparently, he had spent a lot of time drinking. Why would you drink when you were going to an FBI meeting where your possible future life was going to hang into the balance of a conversation you might have with an FBI agent? Since then, the murder has set off a flurry of international speculation and conspiracy theories. So here's the very latest. Seth Rich is dead. There has not been a DC police formal investigation into his death. Why? The Russians are supposedly involved. The only thing I can tell you about is that one of their favorite methods of assassination is to get out of a car behind somebody and shoot them in the back and then get back in the car and leave. Nobody ever sees anybody or anything again. But that's not enough to go to the bank with, is it? This is the Wells Report.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Walker Air Conditioning and Heating, and welcome to spring in Texas, where we run our AC every day, which means this news is great from Trane and Walker AC. If you purchase a new Trane qualifying system, you can get a trade allowance of $1,000 or choose 0% financing for 60 months with the Wells Fargo Home Projects credit card. See Walker AC and Heating for details. 888-653-0051 for finance details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR $28.99 for newly open accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval. Offer expires 5/31/2017. So spring is here, and that means it's already hot. Could be the best time to have Walker AC and Heating inspect your system to keep it running at peak performance. If your system just needs repair, that's what they'll do. If it's time for a new system from Trane, that's what they'll do. Give them a call. I trust them. I love them. It's my AC company. 972-4WALKER. 972, the number 4WALKER, or WalkerAC.com. Walker Air Conditioning and Heating and Trane, because it's hard to stop a train.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
When you have sleep apnea, traveling can be a real drag because you have to drag your big, bulky home CPAP device with you everywhere you go. But not anymore. Now you can travel easily and sleep comfortably anywhere thanks to Transcend, the world's very first mini CPAP. And right now, you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. So call now. 1-800-600-4133. Our smallest and most advanced portable design ever, Transcend is as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. You can even add a battery that's as tiny as a deck of cards. Transcend is so incredibly small and light, you can easily fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. It's FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. Now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't delay. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-600-4133. Again, that's 1-800-600-4133.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears, because there's an alternative to bankruptcy, and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You could resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-2147. That's 1-800-600-2147. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here to announce that KFC's new Spicy Crispy Zinger Chicken Sandwich is now available in a $5 fill-up for a limited time. Why? Because who wants to spend $7 on a meal at a burger place when you could spend $5 on a hand-breaded Zinger Chicken Sandwich, wages, a cookie, and a drink at KFC? I mean, we specialize in chicken. You need another reason? I didn't think so. Try the Zinger in a $5 fill-up at KFC today. KFC, it's finger-licking good. Limited time offer at participating KFCs. Tax extra.
660 AM. The Answer. Isn't thinking so much more fun than getting yelled at? The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. kudos to the Texas House. They tentatively approved a bill that would create $25 million in a state grant to help local police departments buy bulletproof vests. Senate Bill 12 by Dallas Senator Royce West was approved by a vote of 140-1. It was approved by the Senate in March, now needs a final vote in the House, which will likely occur tomorrow before it's sent to Governor Greg Abbott to be signed into law. There are a lot of contentious issues here in Austin, said West. This is not one of them. He's completely correct. And by the way, when you're talking about this, we're not talking about that thing you wear under your shirt that keeps you from being injured by like a 9mm beyond like a broken rib, perhaps. We're talking about level 4 bulletproof body armor. I've got some of it. It's it's wearable. It's not comfortable, but it's wearable, you know, and that's what they need. We got to do something. I mean, 3 guys got shot today. 3 police officers were shot today. See, this is what happens. This is why you have to support the police, because there are a lot of kooks out there that feel empowered when somebody in high public office decides to say stupid crap about the cops. You just can't do that stuff. You just can't. Listening to the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer. I'm John David Wells. Stick around. Got lots more left as we head towards midnight on the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
I used to play a lot of sports in college, but when I got older, my legs started to burn and ache, making it hard to work out. Then I noticed those varicose and spider veins. I couldn't believe it. I thought this only happened to my mom and her friends.
The professionals at Vein Clinics of America have performed over 1 million personalized procedures for their patients, making them the largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring your legs back to health in as little as 1 hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by insurance.
I called Vein Clinics of America, and they fixed my legs. No more ugly veins. Now I can run and do squats again.
Guys, get back in the game. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation with one of our doctors and learn how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call now. 800-300-3388. That's 800-300-3388. 800-300-3388.
Our sister station 94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries, Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Matthew West, Holland, Josh Wilson, sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM. KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. More controversy at the White House. The New York Times reporting former FBI Director James Comey took notes of a meeting he had with President Trump, where Comey says the president asked him to end his agency's investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
I say to all of my colleagues in the Senate, history is watching.
Republican Senator Jim Risch rejects the idea the president tried to block the probe.
I used to be a prosecutor. If somebody came to me and
asked me to squelch an investigation. I'd have been screaming bloody murder about it.
The White House denies the report. Severe storms blamed on at least one death in western Wisconsin. Officials say a person was killed, about 24 others injured when a tornado hit a mobile home park in the town of Chautauqua. Other storms in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. Fox News. We report. You decide.
You're listening to 660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, everybody. Mark Davis and my friend Josh Dishong of Josh Dishong Real Estate at Keller Williams. He's my friend, and I'd say that even if he hadn't sold my house. But since he did, I really love him. We're big fans of Josh because he did what others could not. He can do the same for you. Here in 2017, are you sitting in a house that you're trying to sell? Others have tried, but nobody can? Call Josh right now. Get on board with the Josh Dishong system, 972-325-6644, 972-325-6644, or getsold.net, getsold.net. What is that system? He makes you a promise that says, I'm going to talk to you about a price that you can sell this house at and a time frame that makes sense. And if I can't sell that house at that price in that time frame, I, Josh Dishong, will buy that house from you. Either way, you are done. You're at closing. You're clear. You're happy, just like Lisa and I are. We love Josh. Get on board with him today at 972-325-6644, 972-325-6644, or getsold.net.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus components of 20 other major home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, refrigerator, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-400-5602. Home insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Life happens. Have a plan. Get a home warranty from American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-400-5602. That's 1-800-400-5602. 1-800-400-5602.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Need a new CPAP? Then we need you. We're CPAP.com, and we recently overstocked the world's best CPAP machines. Top-of-the-line devices from brands like ResMed and Philips Respironics. Call now and get one of these overstocked CPAPs for a fraction of the price. We'll even give you free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-6135. The best part? No insurance needed. We're giving out these CPAPs at prices so low, they'll cost less than your copay and deductible through insurance. CPAP.com has shipped over 1 million orders and has the world's largest selection of CPAPs and accessories. With no retail overhead or costly middlemen, we're the best way to get comfortable, effective sleep apnea equipment at incredibly low prices. Again, CPAP.com has overstocked premium CPAPs. Call now to get a ResMed or Philips Respironics machine for a fraction of the price with free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-6135. Hurry. When these overstocked CPAPs are gone, they're really gone. That's 1-800-900-6135.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now
It sure has been a hard week on the Wells Report, so why don't we just get together next time for a quick beer? Yeah, it's Main Street Fest, and we got beer girls, and we got beer judging, and we got beer, and we're going to talk about it at Grapevine, and it's going to be fun. And no, we won't be drinking, but we can pretend. Next time on the Wells Report. Mark Davis, you incredible human being. I've been saying we should get together for a beer, so why don't you come by the Wells Report next time you happen to be in the studio? Because we're going to have Lee Lyons from the city of Grapevine. It's Main Street Fest, and that's about microbrews and IPAs and all kinds of beer. The beer girls are going to be here tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. So after another tough day at politics and news on the Wells Report, why don't we just settle down and have a quick beer next time on 6. Next time.
For you to join us. Give us a call at 877-398-8350. That's 877-398-8350. If you love Texas as much as we do, join the 4th Air Wing of the Texas State Guard.
660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. There are a couple of pieces of news that I'm going to share with you here. Unfortunately, they both come from USA Today. Actually, I misspoke. I have two pieces of news from USA Today. One of them is not news, and one is. Okay? This is a point that I don't think I made vociferously enough. If the commander-in-chief gives sensitive information to people without security clearances, it's the president talking to somebody in his office, and he gets to do that. However, that material remains classified to everybody else, including the New York Times, including the Washington Post, including CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS. Revelations that President Trump may have revealed highly classified intelligence to Russian diplomats this week dominated the headlines in Washington. Yet, any classified intelligence Trump reportedly passed on to Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, who, by the way, I think is the leak, in their Oval Office meeting would remain classified for everyone else. Completely true. In point of fact, while the president can share that information, which, according to H.R. McMaster, the National Security Advisor, and the Deputy National Security Advisor, he did not do, it's still legal. And it's still classified. That being said, the New York Times, Washington Post, ABC, CBS, NBC, all those people are guilty of violating national security. Every single one of them. And I said so. That's what we call hypocrisy. The Washington Post had an exclusive. Everybody cheered in the studios, in the newsroom in Washington Post when it became obvious that lots of people were reading the story. They cheered, but they were violating national security when they did it, and they knew it. Not only did they violate it with their readers, but they also sent it to the New York Times readers, and every place else. The Chicago Trib. They all embargoed until the Washington Post broke the story. That's what we call a conspiracy. A conspiracy crossing state lines, reporting classified information is a federal felony. Now, no one's going to jail. No one's going to be charged. No one's going to jail because, well, it doesn't look good for a country that prides itself on freedom of speech and freedom of the press to start throwing people in the press in jail, even though they might richly deserve it. You just don't do it. You kind of expect the mainstream media to do the right thing, which up until, I don't know, the 2016 presidential election when it got started, which means 2014. 2014 was the end of American journalism. Now it's a political stenography service for the Democrat Party candidate du jour, whoever that person is. So that's one piece of news that is actually news. USA Today reported it. Maureen Gropey, she wrote about it. Good job. Important journalism there. Here is non-news from Noga Tarmpolsky and Oren Darrell, or Durrell. Reports that Israel was the source of highly classified information that President Trump shared with Russian officials last week left a chill among current and former intelligence officers here. Israeli intelligence officers are taking the matter seriously, a military intelligence officer said today. The officer, who asked not to be identified because he was not authorized to speak publicly, said Israel was warned months ago to be careful about sharing information with Trump's staff, and now that warning has been realized. Okay, well, here's the thing. According to the National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, Israel as the source and methods of collection were not discussed with the Russians. So you can either believe the National Security Advisor and the Deputy National Security Advisor, or you can believe the Washington Post. Also, by the way, Israel has no problem with what the president discussed with the Russians. They said so immediately. No harm, no foul, which leads me to believe that the actual collection of this intelligence really didn't rely on that sensitive a source. Which doesn't mean that it wasn't classified to reflect that it was from a very sensitive source. It just means that as you're classifying things, you classify it based on what you think is the case. And somebody in the Israeli government changed the classification and said, no harm, no foul. It's okay. But apparently USA Today didn't get that particular update. And there's no excuse because that update was, 1 o'clock this afternoon. And the story that I'm currently working from was published at 7:03 p.m. tonight. So if you're USA Today, I guess you win a few and you lose a few. Whatever. Telephone number 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. Should your politics outside of work affect your status in the office? A congressman's letter that helped push a New Jersey attorney to resign after her boss was told she was a grassroots ringleader has sparked questions about how much an employer can clamp down on an employee's activism. The Office of Congressional Ethics has been asked to investigate whether U.S. Representative is this really this guy's name? Okay, I'm going to try this. U.S. Representative Rodney Frelinghuysen. He's a Republican of New Jersey. The Office of Congressional Ethics has been asked to investigate whether Representative Rodney interfered with the workplace standing of Sally Avenlenda, a former senior vice president at Lakeland Bank, when he called her out on her political activities in a letter to the member of the bank's board. Yeah, see, this isn't quite right here. In an era of heightened political tensions, when football players have knelt in protest during the national anthem, and many Americans are marching and boycotting for perhaps the first time, the case is showing how politics in the workplace can collide. Do you talk politics at work? Vicky, I wasn't asking you. See,
yes, I do.
Matt, I'm not asking you either. We have to talk politics at work. It's our job. Well, actually, discussing the news is our job. We just can't get politics out of the frickin' news long enough to talk about the news. Do I sound better?
No.
Keith Olbermann, before he lost his mind, had a very, very, very good show. The politics of it were, well, at that particular moment, not terrible, but distracting. They became terrible later. But he finally decided that he was going to quit because of some, I can't remember what the scandal du jour was for Hillary Clinton. He had to keep reporting it over and over and over and over again. And he finally said, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. And he quit. Now he's completely lost it. I mean, you can't reason with him. He's off the deep end. Keith, we're really going to miss you, man. But all that being said, Keith got tired of saying the same stuff over and over and over again, this time about Hillary Clinton. Or that time about Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to quit because I can't. I can't quit because somebody needs to tell the truth every day. Somebody needs to stand up for the United States of America. And that's not the mainstream media. And it's not even the political parties of the day. I mean, the Democrats are anti-American and the Republicans are silent. Have you noticed that? Just silent. You know. So what rights do employees have at work? I'm reasonably sure you can't and shouldn't talk about politics at work. Do you? We do. We have to. But do you talk about politics at work? When you're working, do you listen to, say, for example, 660 AM The Answer? Is that okay with your boss? Is that something you should do? There's no federal law that broadly protects an employee's political expressions at work. This, according to Emily Martin, the General Counsel and Vice President for Workplace Justice at the National Women's Law Center. While she says some states offer additional protections, federal civil servants can't be discriminated against based on their political beliefs. Private employers, on the other hand, have a lot of leeway. What rights do you have at your workplace to discuss politics? If your boss is okay with you discussing politics, do you, or do you take a pass? This is the Wells Report.
The sale of the century is going on right now at the 3 Huffines auto dealerships in Plano. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime auto buying opportunity at Huffines Chevrolet, Huffines Hyundai, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano. As you know, Plano was hammered by the recent hailstorms, and with the insurance adjustments, Huffines can save you like never before. Save 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Chevy Silverados, 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Ram pickups, and 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Hyundai Elantras. Plus, all come with a full mechanical factory warranty. So pay less in Plano when you save 40% on select models at Huffines Chevrolet Plano and Huffines Hyundai Plano at Coit Road and Plano Parkway, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano at Ohio and Plano Parkway, or online at huffines.net.
Example stock number 7C1443, MSRP $46,720. 40% hail discount includes rebates $18,688. Sale price $28,032. Price excludes tax and fees. MSRP will vary with stock number. Offer is stock number specific. 212 available with this hail discount. See huffines.net for more info.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Walker Air Conditioning and Heating, and welcome to spring in Texas, where we run our AC every day, which means this news is great from Trane and Walker AC. If you purchase a new Trane qualifying system, you can get a trade allowance of $1,000 or choose 0% financing for 60 months with the Wells Fargo Home Projects credit card. See Walker AC and Heating for details. 888-653-0051 for finance details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR $28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval. Offer expires 5/31/2017. So spring is here, and that means it's already hot. Could be the best time to have Walker AC and Heating inspect your system to keep it running at peak performance. If your system just needs repair, that's what they'll do. If it's time for a new system from Trane, that's what they'll do. Give them a call. I trust them. I love them. It's my AC company. 972-4-WALKER. 972, the number 4-WALKER, or WalkerAC.com. Walker Air Conditioning and Heating and Trane, because it's hard to stop a train.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
Attention homeowners. Do you or someone you know have a house you'd like to sell? Hello, I'm Dan Franklin. I've been buying and selling real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 20 years. And my process is simple. I'll pay you cash and I'll pay you more. Just listen to what other people are saying after they called me to buy their house.
My name is Brent Patterson. Dan Franklin gave us $30,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan if you want more money for your house.
I'm Bill Mays. I made an extra $18,000 working with Dan.
My name is Brenda Griffin. Dan Franklin gave us over $15,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like a higher cash offer? I'm Dan Franklin. I'll pay you cash and I'll pay you more. Call me today at 214-929-5555. That's 214-929-5555.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. There are things you should have a lot of pairs of: pants, shoes, socks. Some things you don't want to have a lot of pairs of: reading glasses. Let me send you to my friends at Kleiman Evangelista Eye Center. You got that over 40 thing going and the vision has started to recede. Let's get your vision fixed so you can see the way you used to. Laptop screens, text, menus, ridofreaders.com, ridofreaders.com, or call them at 1-800-714-2020, 1-800-714-2020. Tell them you heard this on the Mark Davis Show and you don't want to have to wear reading glasses the rest of your life. Ask about low monthly payments. Wonderful folks in Dallas, Plano, Arlington, Mount Pleasant, and coming soon to Southlake. Give them a buzz at 1-800-714-2020, 1-800-714-2020, or visit ridofreaders.com to learn more. Imagine seeing without the reading glasses. What freedom? You'll love it. 1-800-714-2020 or ridofreaders.com. Tell them Mark Davis sent you.
660 AM The Answer. 660 AMTheAnswer.com. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. In practice, some employers may put limits on overt political activities in the office, like tacking a campaign poster to a cubicle wall. We've got a Trump-Pence poster here that we keep in the studio. What employees do politically in their private lives is generally off limits. This according to Edward Yost of the Society for Human Resource Management. If they're marching on the weekends on one side or the other, those are their rights to do so. True. Avalanda was involved with a local grassroots organization, NJ 11th for Change, which since November has been demanding that Frelinghuysen hold an in-person town hall with constituents, something he has not done since 2013. In March, the congressman sent a signed fundraising letter to Lakeland Bank board member Joseph O'Dowd, noting the opposition that he was facing. He also tacked on a handwritten note that read, P.S., one of the ringleaders works in your bank, unquote. Avalanda was later shown the letter by her boss, who told her that Frelinghuysen was a friend of the bank and that she could not use Lakeland's name when engaging in her political activities, which she said she had not done. Avalanda eventually quit, and while she says the letter was not the only reason, it was a factor. When I was shown the letter, I was stunned. I didn't feel pressured when I was told of the letter. I understood they were caught in the middle of this, but I did feel uncomfortable. I wondered why I was being scrutinized. Well, it's because you're conservative. This, by the way, set off a chain reaction of things. In its code of ethics promotes each employee has the opportunity to support community activities or the political process in the manner he or she desires. Okay. Now, if you're a politician, the House Ethics Committee requires members to act in a way that reflects creditably on the House. The Campaign for Accountability Executive Director Daniel Stevens said, I'm trying to get someone fired for exercising her constitutional right to engage in political activity doesn't reflect poorly on the House. What does? If that doesn't reflect poorly on the House, what does? So we'll see. What kind of rights do you have at work? Can you talk politics? Should you talk politics? I don't know. Especially while things are so bitter and so sensitive and so incredibly annoying. Don't look for another job. Stop it. Neither of you. Stop. You guys get to talk politics. It's what we do on the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Have you been holding out for a good deal to replace that old AC system? Well, now there's a new program you just can't pass up. I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. You may have already heard that you can save over $3,500 on a new Infinity system with Carrier's Cool Cash, but did you know that for a limited time, you can also get an additional $1,500 off from your utility provider? That's right. And when you combine these two programs, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. But the utility funds are limited, and the program will end when the money runs out. Right now, we're scheduling free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call now. Better yet, call 2 other companies first and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437, or visit us online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I love the product. I think I've been feeling great.
Just feel so energetic. Just amazing.
My cholesterol readings have never been better.
Balance of Nature has been consistent and has changed my life. I love the product. It's really helped me.
I don't need my cane anymore. My knee doesn't hurt. I was afraid every day to wake up for fear it's going to hurt, but it hasn't hurt since.
Since I'm taking this stuff, it really is absolutely great. I mean, I'm digesting better. I have better appetite. You know, it's just worked miracles.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
You have a wonderful company. I love my Balance of Nature. My whole life is so much better.
For me, it was the big S-Class from the 90s. Beautiful. My friend's dad had one.
The SL. All of the SLs. I've been watching those since I was a kid.
I think the 1971 SE was the first Mercedes that just blew me away.
Everyone remembers the first time they saw one and the day they began to long for a Mercedes-Benz of their own. Well, that day may be a lot closer than you think. With a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, you can experience the luxury, the unparalleled safety, the performance, and the style Mercedes-Benz is famous for at a price you can afford. Beautiful SUVs, sedans, coupes, and convertibles that are factory certified and covered by an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 3 years, so you can drive without a worry for as far as you like. And during the certified pre-owned sales event going on now through May 31st, you can receive 2 years of complimentary prepaid maintenance and special financing available through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You've waited long enough.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries, Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Britt Nicole, Zach Williams, Stars Go Dim, sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with 2 brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
660 AM, The Answer. Now, the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. Mark Davis is going to show up tomorrow morning at about 7 o'clock. Let's find out what he's got planned for us, shall we? Mark, tell us everything.
Hey, JD, good Tuesday evening. So who does everybody believe? Washington Post or National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster? I'm going to go with B. I'm going to trust a man who's never lied to me up against a newspaper that has on repeated occasions. We will track any additional meat on the bones of this thinly sourced Trump and the Russian story, but we'll keep an eye on other things as well. So join us tomorrow morning. We'll get the overnight news, any breaking stories, stuff we all want to talk about tomorrow morning. Wednesday's Mark Davis Show, 7 to 10 a.m. right here on 660 a.m. The Answer.
Sounds mighty inviting. As you know, I was married August 7th, 1982, to a swindler. It was a very successful swindle. She got 3 children and I guess $100,000 right to start with, and then a couple of $100,000 later. I was having a very, very difficult time living in an empty house, paying for someone else's house, and paying for my house. And obviously, that was not a long-term solution set for my vast financial empire, which collapsed around me, as most divorced men's financial lives do. I was circling the drain. I was about done. I'd done everything I could. I'd done far more than I should have. According to my friends and my family, I threw good years after bad. But I did what I thought was right at the time. I believe it all worked out because at some point I would find Susan and all would be well, and that was 24 years ago, as it turns out. It'll be 25 years ago this November. It doesn't seem that long ago. But before I met Susan, and after I stopped circling the bathroom drain, I realized something that I could do. And it actually made me quite happy, in fact. Especially in considering where I was. I mean, from a standpoint of in comparison, it was ecstatic. What I decided that I was going to do was I was going to have the marriage I always wanted to have with somebody else with me. I was going to have the relationship I always wanted with me. And that got me going again. I began to realize that I needed to get my financial house in order, minimize the damage, start moving forward. Because I was left with, I think, 2 place settings of grocery store silverware, a bowl, a couple of plates. I mean, I literally had two place settings. And I started shopping for the wine glasses I would buy. Flemme d'Amour by Mikasa, in case you're wondering. And the silverware I wanted. And the plates and the china and the curtains and the cars and the furniture and the clothes. Then I started thinking about going back to the Bondurant School and then going to J World and learning how to race cars and sailboats again and start getting my life in order. Yesterday, I was reading Life Zet, and there was this article that talks about sologamy. Sologamy. What is sologamy? Well, it's about forgetting to look for the right person and essentially, for all intents and purposes, marrying yourself. Apparently, the way this works is that you marry yourself or you marry your job. Erica Anderson took a natural next step in her life by getting married, according to a recent article at WUSA9.com. Her friends were gathered on a rooftop in Brooklyn to witness the event. Chairs and tables were set for the celebration afterwards. It was a beautiful day for a wedding. The ceremony began. The bride, carrying flowers, walked slowly down the aisle. But when her wedding march was over, there was no one to greet her, take her arm. The groom wasn't there because there was no groom. There was no second bride. Erica Anderson was taking part in a new ceremony of self-marriage. The process or the practice is called sologamy, and it's gaining popularity. Now, you can be single and pretty much take responsibility for your life and so on, and basically that's what I did. I did not practice sologamy. I wouldn't have a ceremony where I married myself. I think it's taking narcissism just a bit too far. But the idea of living your own life to your strict specification is not an unreasonable course of action. You may have noticed that at this time of the hour, we've been talking a little bit about human relationships. And we've been talking about things that truly annoyed me. Like, I guess it was yesterday, we found this article where women were angry with juvenile men for making them wait to have babies. I'm sorry. It's not juvenile men that they have a problem with. Men, as it is right this very moment, really don't have anything to say about the birthing life of a female. There is nothing to say. Women are in complete command of childbearing. I guess that's okay, I suppose. But having a child by yourself is a really bad idea, especially if you're a female and you're trying to raise a male and you didn't have a relationship with a male to begin with. How are you going to have a relationship with your son? More importantly, how's he going to explain why he doesn't have a dad? And at some point, there will be some American literature or English literature that will explain in no uncertain terms that he is somewhat diminished on the social, societal chain. I came up with, as I've watched my life continue, my circumstance was saved by Susan. But I think about my sons, and I think about how they could avoid what I went through, because there are predatory women out there that are looking for children to raise on their own, and a useful idiot that will pay for it. And I said to myself, we probably ought to alter that. And in point of fact, we ought to think about, as men, changing the way this works. Fine. It's okay to have women in charge of childbearing. That's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, they are experts at it. They are undeniable professionals. So why not treat them like that? In other words, why not hire a female to have a child for you as a man? Women, it's pretty simple. Society even advances the notion that what you can do is go down to a local sperm bank and, pick a guy out of a catalog and say, let's try this one. You can be the mom and the sample can be the popsicle. You see, because it's frozen. See, popsicle. Anyway, the smart thing for a man to do at this particular moment, especially somebody who's successful, is to not get married. The smart thing to do is to hire a woman to have a child for you, and then send her on her way. Let's assume, for example, that I paid $100,000 to have a woman have a son for me. Let's say I paid another woman to have another son for me. In my particular circumstance, I'd be $100,000 ahead on the game. That's a college education for each son. Right there. So I would have my kids and their college paid for in the time it took for me to have two women provide me with children. At the time that I would have done this, I would have been pretty successful. So hiring a nanny wasn't out of the question. And as it turns out, there is no societal stigma to not really have a relationship with your mom. There is societal stigma if you don't know who your father is. Now, in this LifeZette article, as you might expect, Laura Ingraham is behind LifeZette. You might expect that there's a leftist slant to all of this, and she's extremely annoyed that the left would be pushing this sologamy. But I would tell Laura Ingraham that what she should be doing, I think, is trying to figure out some way of toning down the all-powerful female in the American society thing. Because at some point, men will react. At some point, we will do something that makes more sense. Of my sons, two are mine, and only one graduated from high school. You know what? I can do better than that. This is the Wells Report.
Consult your tax professional before investing. Let me ask you a question. Can you keep your 401k or IRA safe from the death of the dollar, continued rampant Fed spending, political corruption, and from the possible new Cold War with Russia? If you answered no, then listen up. We are Advantage Gold, the #1 rated gold IRA company in America by TrustLink. Fortunes are going to be made and lost over the next few months. It's time you took action. Over 50,000 people have requested our gold IRA investment guide to learn how to protect their retirement savings. Now it's your turn. Right now, we are giving away a free copy of our new Gold IRA Protection Guide to anyone with an IRA, 401k, or retirement account. Find out how quick and easy it can be to convert your retirement fund to gold. Just call 1-800-900-8000 right now, and we will help teach you how to keep your retirement savings away from the government and safe in your pocket. Just call today at 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Representatives are standing by. Call 800-900-8000.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Oh, thank goodness. Honey, it's Terminix. The ants are everywhere. I don't know where they're coming from.
It's a good thing you called when you did. A single colony can have tens of thousands of ants. You could have one colony or several. There's only one way to find out.
If pests like cockroaches, spiders, centipedes, scorpions, mice, rats, or ants have invaded your home.
HQ, I've got a confirmed ant colony in the upstairs bathroom.
Terminix will scour every hiding place and stop them in their tracks with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. For a free pest estimate, call 1-800-300-2501.
There's a second colony in the downstairs crawl space. Repeat, 2 ant colonies.
Terminix is America's leading termite and pest control provider with 90 years experience and expertise.
I knew it. Found an ant nest 100 feet out in the backyard. We got him.
For your free pest estimate, call Terminix, Defenders of Home, 1-800-300-2501. That's 1-800-300-2501.
30-day money-back guarantee at participating locations. Limitations apply. See plan for details.
Have you ever thought you'd like to flip houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? Are you ready to be your own boss so you can start living the good life? Hi, I'm Preston Ely. I used to be so broke. I had my electricity turned off 9 times, but I figured out a way to quit my job and find financial freedom in real estate. For a limited time, I want to send you a free copy of my smash hit selling book, How to Get Rich in Real Estate. It shows you how to copy exactly what I did so you can make money from the comfort of your own home without even doing any manual labor. I've already given away 5,000 books and they're going fast. To get one before they're gone, call 1-800-400-5220. Listen, if you're sick and tired of stressing about money, this book could change your life. It's short, fun to read, easy to understand, and awesome. To find out how to get your free book while supplies last, call 1-800-400-5220. Call 1-800-400-5220. 1-800-400-5220.
Suffering from severe leg pain or ulcers in your feet? If you're over 50, a current or former smoker, or have diabetes, your pain or ulcers could be a sign of something serious. It could be PAD. Call Lamb Vascular and Associates today at 972-362-5779. Dr. Lamb and his team specialize in treating leg pain and ulcers. Make an appointment now with Dr. Lamb, who has been on the Super Doctors list multiple years in a row. Lamb Vascular. Experience, innovation, compassion. 972-362-5779 or lambvascular.com.
This is Martin Morin. I'm a veterinarian. I could not be more pleased by my experience with the 3-step plan. My home-based business success rate has doubled overall, but lately with more experience with Andy's system, my success has doubled again. Thank you, Andy Willoughby.
In just a few days, you could be earning extra money with the 3-Step Plan Home Business System. Hi, how in the world are you anyway? I'm Andy Willoughby. With the 3-step plan, you choose your own hours and work from the comfort of your own home. Check out 3stepplan.com. That's 3stepplan.com.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. The Wells Report with John David Wells. Must Hear Radio on 660 AM, The Answer.
Then there's this. A year after 4 pilots accused Frontier Airlines of not doing enough to help pregnant or nursing employees, 2 flight attendants on Tuesday, today, filed similar discrimination complaints, accusing the Denver-based discount carrier of forbidding them from pumping breast milk on the job. In documents filed with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, flight attendants Joe Roby of Boise, Idaho, and Stacy Reweitzer of Denver said they were forced to take unpaid leave after having their children so they could keep providing them with breast milk. Both women said they returned to work within 4 months after giving birth because Frontier does not offer parental leave and instead requires employee to cobble together sick or vacation days, Family Medical Leave Act time, or medical leave subject to company approval for care of their babies. They also said they were penalized because they had to use sick days to take off time during their pregnancies and to care for their kids. So, there you go. Sure is a completely different concept when it comes to the Mile High Club, isn't it? I'm just saying. The executive producer of the Wells Report is Vicki Steifer. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Swinney. My name is John David Wells. God bless you and yours. And thank you for listening to this edition of the Wells Report.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level.